I see a white dot,
White
and
dot.
then
Okay.
the white dot became brighter and brighter,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's almost like a sun now
Okay.
shining in front of my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see darkness encroaching, pushing the sun, the light.
What is this darkness?
It looks like maybe like an eyeball, or maybe like Earth. Like if you were to see the side profile of an eyeball, the
Mm-hmm.
eyeball that is round,
Okay.
but on the right of it is light, where you see is outside. But the image is also kind of like where you show Earth, that is like Earth being dark, and then there's light, ray, heat that is now it's consuming all of it that's coming into the eyes, like the eyeball, but the eyeball is kind of like the earth at the same time.
So the light is coming to absorb the dark or vice versa?
The light is coming, casting down to the dark. The darkness is like the eyeball absorbing,
Mm-hmm.
taking in the light, seeing the light. At first, it felt very uncomfortable
What's
because it was
uncomfortable?
too bright.
It's too bright.
At, at first, it was uncomfortable because it was too bright,
Okay.
like seeing the light for the first time. But then the light goes to the rest, and then I got comfortable as the light cast down to the entire Earth planet. Like it started halfway and it wrapped around all of it, and the eyeball, as the planet got used to it and taking in the light,
So how's the planet responding to it now?
uncomfortable, like how the light first came in,
Mm.
like the eyeball seeing the light.
So it retracted for a little bit.
It's just not used to it. It's too bright, too uncomfortable. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a shock, like you see the light and it's a shock.
What does that mean for the people of the earth? What does this shock look like? Or
Some people will come out to see what it is, get used to it, and be part of it
mm-hmm.
and absorb the light. And some people will be uncomfortable and doesn't want to have anything to do with it, and then they will disappear and they will just shrivel up because this is the light that will eventually hit every corner, and it is like the new light, the new energy that it's going to be every corner, and
Every corner of the earth, every corner of the solar system.
every corner of the earth. People who don't like it will, so to speak, keep their eyes shut and not want it.
What will happen to those people?
They would just shrivel and vanish and poof out.
So, for those of us living on the earth, say that we want the light, what will happen to those people?
They will be part of the light, part of the what you call the new world, but it's a full integration. It's there's no in between. You fully absorb all of the light, let all of the light in.
So, you don't get to pick and choose like parts. You either take it all in or.
No, It's like you can't either have your eyes open, you have your eyes shut. You can't just have it. You
Mm.
don't walk around with your eyes half shut, half
No peeking.
open.
And for those that want to have their eyes open, what will it look like to them to see those that have the eyes shut? They're not just going to shrivel in front of them, but maybe that's what happens from a higher perspective, or are we just literally going to see people shrivel up and disappear?
It will disappear.
How? Will it look like they've passed away? Will it look like they just poof, disappear into thin air? What will that look like for us?
They will pass away,
Mm-hmm.
and they still don't want the light. After they pass away, it will just shrivel, poof,
Oh. So even
and
after death, they get to choose.
yes, they would. It's like just disappear, poof,
Mm-hmm.
like goes into the black hole, so to speak, and get recycled.
So in a way, are they going back to source?
Yes,
Those that want to stay in the light and open their eyes, how what will they experience? Or what would that look like? If the others passed away and then got the choice to either shrivel or, I'm assuming, come back and face the light, what will the other side look like? So if I don't want to close my eyes, what will I experience, or what will others experience about me?
you'll feel more and more comfortable. You get used to it, and all I see is sunflower. I don't know what a sunflower experience is. I think a sunflower follows the sun, so to speak.
Can you explain a little bit about what that feeling feels like? Is that why some of us are experiencing, say, anxiety or sleeplessness or disconnection from our guides? What will that discomfort in that unfamiliar white light feel like? Is that what we're experiencing now?
Yes, you choose to, you have to wake up even more than what you thought you were.
How do we do that?
More light, and sunflower follow the light, like how sunflower just telescopes to the light, to the sun,
Mm-hmm.
really to the sun, and just really follows to wake up more than what you think that you already wake, but you really not as awake as you think. There's a lot more light coming in that will have you wake up even more so that you did not realize how much more you could wake up.
How do we know if we're on the right track?
You don't know.
So, as far as a human being is concerned, what emotions can we follow in order to know we're following light, or in order to follow light?
The light, it's the light. It's why we've been talking about to follow the light, but right now it literally is the light. The light is the indication if it's bright. If you feel and see either with your physical eyes or in your mind's eye, the light, like the sunflower. Everyone is like sunflowers.
Is that what's happening on the planet right now? Is that what this virus is?
Yes,
Can you explain that a bit?
it's the light. You choose to see the light. Even if you're going to die, you choose to see the light.
Oh, so the virus isn't necessarily the indicator of if you've chosen dark or light. It's just how you respond to whatever is happening with it.
It's going to be the light. You see it, it's the light. The virus is the light, and you respond with the light. Even at the very last minute, you choose light.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the light. Eventually, it consumes everywhere, but you be part of it. That's why everybody eventually will have the virus, is so to speak, everybody will be consumed by the light. It's how you react to the light or how you react to the virus.
So eventually everyone will test positive.
Everyone will have the virus, have the light, but it's how you choose when you have the light or have the virus.
Mm.
Look at the virus as whether you want the virus to cast your body in light or you want to let the virus cast you in dark.
So is the virus causing a mutation for the new Earth?
Yes, it's happening in every level, but the earth is choosing to see the light. That's why the earth is processing it light. It's happening at every level, the earth level, individual level, the cell level, every level as it comes in. You either take that in, make it into a light, or you don't see it as a light, you choose light. Its funk becomes light.
So if everyone will eventually test positive, does that mean that everyone will experience these uncomfortable symptoms with shortness of breath and the fever and all that? Or is that dependent on how much resistance you put against the light?
It's how you choose the light.
So potentially we could
Not
all be positive already.
everyone, everybody will encompass or be touched by the light. It, not everyone will be tested positive, but everyone will be touched by the light. If they choose to have tested or have the experience, it's happening on soul levels, individually as well as collectively. Not everyone will be tested positive, but everyone eventually will be part of the light and different reactions depending on how you choose or how it was chosen to have experience.
There's a lot of speculation about where this virus came from. Was it created on Earth in a lab? Was it created on Earth, by nature? Or was it created off Earth and sent to us as a litmus test?
It says all of the above.
Okay. And who am I speaking with?
There's no name. It's just an essence that is very present now.
What else is happening on the planet? I've seen speculations that there's the freeing of children and the freeing of mind and the freeing of slavery as it relates to finances and all that. What is actually happening?
It's a reset. In that sense, one of the many things, one of the things is reset. And how you choose to have your new game after reset. You do get to pause and choose a new game, new experience, new avatar.
So it literally is your own choosing of your own experience. So if you wish to choose to see the liberation of things and this and that, then that's what you're going to dwell on more. So that's what the world will focus on more. But if you choose to simply go to a new vibration, a new earth, then that's your experience.
Yes, if you were to imagine your own experience, time freezes, everyone else freezes, you're the only one who's not freezing. You get to go around and move everything around for your next game, your next scene. And everyone is doing that. Everybody gets to do that.
And when people wonder about their financial situation during this pause, what advice would you give?
You get to rearrange it. Go rearrange it. This is the time to go rearrange everything to your heart's desire. And when everyone is done arranging and everybody says, okay, I like it, go. That's when the game will start again. She doesn't want to be here.
Where?
She's information. Maybe she shouldn't.
Information she doesn't want or information she shouldn't have?
She shouldn't have. She shouldn't share.
All right. She doesn't have to share anything with me she's not supposed to. Absolutely. You can absolutely tell me when enough is enough.
She may not want to know this because it will make her very unhappy. Because she's being unhappy knowing what she knows right now.
Does she want to share it? Do you want to share it?
Makes her head hurt. The game.
The game makes her head hurt.
Having to play the game.
Ah, yes. I completely sympathize with that. I know that there are a lot of light beings that were asked to come and participate in this particular history on the earth, but we're feeling so uncomfortable. What advice do you have for us?
I can't. Advice is no advice. There's no advice.
Go forth and trust.
Yeah.
Is that what my guides were trying to tell me before the beginning of all this? Go forth and trust. Did I get the message right?
It's yours. It's no longer the collective experience right now. It's your individual experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Your question cannot be answered because it's for the collective. It's collective, it's collective experience, but it's not collective answer.
Oh, I see. Okay. So right now you're telling us about the collective experience and collective answers?
There's not one answer for the collective, but because it's for each individual to seek their own answer, there's no answer for the collective.
I see.
There's not one answer that fits all.
So if we're just talking about for the two of us, what can we do to do better through this point in time? We both, she mentioned that she's having a hard time connecting with her team, and she's having a hard time verbally communicating accurately. What advice do you have for that?
The game is on pause.
Okay.
The game is on pause for her.
Mm-hmm.
She can go move all the objects, things, players when everything else is on pause, but she's able to go reposition everything that she wants. So it's for you. It's like time. You're pausing your game, but you get to position, change things when you resume the game. You get to run around and put things in place when the game starts.
And what
It's
about
like a movie that everything freezes, but everybody freezes, everything freezes, and except for you. That is how you get ready for the next game when the game resumes.
does everyone experience it that way, or are there some that would experience, when you press the pause button, everything freezes, but the key players aren't frozen? So once we press play again, will there be some people that will have experienced just a pause? They didn't rearrange anything. They didn't even know they could. They were paused.
No, they paused. Everybody paused.
Does everybody get to rearrange things?
Yes.
Does everybody know that?
No, they don't really know.
I see. Okay.
They may go choose to play a different game or a different level of the game.
Okay.
or they may choose not want to continue.
This is very complicated. It has a list of questions. Should we ask you the questions? Can we ask you the questions, please?
No.
No. Okay. We should contact her higher self?
Yes.
Okay. Or do you have any other messages for us about what's happening right now?
It's very dense. That's why you guys can't hear and feel, because of the density.
So did it actually get more dense right now than it was before? Because of people's fear, or?
Because when everything stops, it feels very dense.
Mhm. Is this what they were calling as the war between light and dark?
Yes, on some levels.
Mm-hmm. Are we at the tipping point?
We're not at a tipping point.
Not yet, or did we pass it?
We're not yet.
Not yet.
We're in the middle. We're right in the middle.
So we can still we can go either way.
Right in the middle. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
And how will we get to the tipping point?
Waiting for more people to come online to the light.
Mm-hmm.
It's more people need to see the light, willing to choose the light.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do 12 and 6, either way you go, it's increasing the light and increasing the dark
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. But just waiting for more people to choose to see the light.
Mm-hmm. Is there hope, or are we still waiting to see what happens?
There is hope. It's expected. That's why everything is in a holding pattern. Think of waiting for people to choose. It's like waiting for people to get on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot more seats on the bus than the people. It can feel so many more people just where the bus is just waiting
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Waiting for people to catch up.
Yes, so we're just waiting for more people to come to the light, choose the light, so to speak, and come online.
And the virus is doing that.
Yes, the virus as a catalyst. It's a catalyst.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
No.
Thank you so much. This was very, very enlightening. And thank you so much. And it's with love and gratitude that I now ask for the higher self to step in. We are so thankful to already have all the guidance that we've had. Thank you so much for coming through. I absolutely honor and respect you for all the aid that you've already given us today. And I know that you hold all the records. May I ask her question that she came with?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that you chose to show directly the essence of what's happening on the planet?
It's to show you that there is no name attached to the information you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the essence that's in everyone. That's why we didn't give her a name. She thought it was her, but it wasn't her. She thought maybe you, but it wasn't you. It's the essence of her as well as the essence of everyone. How you choose, you want that essence to show up for you. That shall be your essence.
So is it like the essence of unity consciousness?
Yes, how we're all connected, but we're not the same,
Yeah.
but we are connected.
Whew. I mean, these are definitely some interesting times, and I know that we're a little bit confused, like we don't really know what's the next step forward, or what we should be doing, or
Your essence is not confused,
yeah.
and she's not confused.
Hmm.
Actually, no one is confused. Everyone is more clear than ever.
You can see that. So even if the human self sounds a little bit unsure of things, the essence knows exactly what it's doing.
Yes, the essence gets to choose.
Hmm. So is there a way that we can connect to our essence more in order to feel like we are part of the decision, or am I not understanding?
You get to choose for yourself.
Hmm.
You need not to worry about what everyone else needs or wants, but unbeknownst to you, how you choose is going to be everyone's. But your starting point is not choosing for other people, but it should choose for you. So because you're already connected, you will choose the same.
Are you kind of gathering the one souls together right now to like to form a tribe, or is it, do these, if it's a one soul but it maybe takes up 3 or 4 or 5 or however many human lives, do they tend to gravitate towards each other?
It's one soul. They
Mhm.
choose. Nobody is gathering.
Mm.
The souls choose.
Are we currently at the tipping point? The essence answered that question, but I wanted to ask you as well.
No, we're not.
We're not. And what do we need to know for when that time does come?
When we choose, when we make that choice,
Mm-hmm. Is
and
it
when we all make that choice, yes, you're choosing the light, but you're waiting for other people, but
mm-hmm.
you are ready and make your choice.
Okay. And she, the last time we did a session, she saw all these light beings in boxes, almost like shipping containers, and they were all being held there for protection. Are we still in those shipping containers or those boxes?
Yes,
We're still in them.
until after the tipping point.
I see. Okay. Is that kind of part of the whole pause button? We need to be in those boxes in order to be able to pause.
Yes,
Okay, so we're actually not even online yet as far as light workers and what we will be doing.
no,
That's very exciting. Okay. I know you already, again, actually it was the essence, I think, that mentioned it, that right now everything's very dense and very thick because of the pause, concerned about connecting with her team and how to connect with them now because she has difficulty verbally communicating. And I feel like those two might be related, but maybe they're not. Why does she feel like she can't connect to her team right now?
because they need to keep enough distance. They are in the team is in a spaceship hovering like many other ships that are hovering, but they need to keep enough distance.
Was that the ship that I saw when I feel like I was taken on board? Was that one of those ships?
Yes,
Will they ever show me what I was not supposed to see in that little room?
yes,
Like
they will.
eventually. Okay. Now, as far as missing items, um, there's a few instances where we feel like things just sort of disappeared. What happened to this laptop? It feels as if it just disappeared.
The ship.
The
They
ship?
say they say it's in the ship.
It's in the ship.
They say it's in the ship.
Will she find it one day, or it's not relevant?
It's not relevant to her.
Okay. And what about the sessions that I gathered? I had all those sessions and they all disappeared.
It's also in the ship.
It's also
They had to. It's the information that they need to collect.
I see. Okay. Okay. And the live samples from the freezer from that haunted hotel in Colorado, What happened to that?
Black hole.
It went into a black hole?
Black hole.
Okay. Is that hotel haunted or is it in a vortex?
Vortex.
Vortex. Okay.
Black hole.
Hmm. Do we jump dimensions a lot right now, or less right now than normally, or more right now than normally?
It's not so much jumping.
Is it being
It's
conscious of
zapping.
zapping?
It's like zapping.
Hmm.
It's like reception.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's fuzzy. Sometimes it stops altogether.
Hmm.
Sometimes skips.
Hmm. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. What about lucid dreaming? She says lately she's not able to lucid dream. Is that because of the pause?
It's not because the pause. It's because she doesn't need to at this
Mm,
time.
okay.
Her dreams were helping her ascend.
Hmm.
Now she doesn't really need to until she needs to jump again.
Hmm. Okay.
Her she needs to catch up. If she ascends too much, too many dreams, she can't catch up.
Oh, like a processing. So dreams right now, are they full of symbolism or are we actually seeing a little bit more of what is happening on the ships or in different dimensions because we can access them more? How does that work?
It's time traveling. She knows her brain is a powerful travel machine
Hmm.
for everybody. So her brain is time traveling a
I see.
lot.
Okay. So if she's able to time travel, can you tell me what Tribeca, what does that mean? What was that?
Egypt,
Egypt. Okay.
pyramid,
Hmm.
triangle.
And why is that significant?
It's also underground,
Hmm. As
that
in,
it's there. A triangle, a pyramid,
mhm.
underground. Egypt, it's there.
As in there are more pyramids that we will uncover, or as in the pyramids have a mirror image of themselves?
There is one that will show up after this.
What will that one do?
That was where the information in there,
Hmm.
where you refer to where they were used to be, it's now underground and
Hmm.
it will be revealed
Hmm.
along with a lot of information, and the information will be transmitted by light, and the information and energy will become available to a lot of people who choose to, I should say, waiting for the information to become available to them.
Is this why crystal skulls seem to be coming online right now? Or is that something different?
It is one connected symbol telling you what's to come
Oh.
as a receiver, a beacon
Hmm.
from the new pyramid that will be coming, submerging, or emerging from the underground.
So, can you tell me about the two crystal skulls that I happened to come into contact with and the purple skull that I saw in my vision?
They possess the energy that you have, that you were waiting for. They will have, they will also respond to you, but only to you.
Interesting, because I had a friend read it, and the crystal one I received as a connection to the 5D Earth, and it had a lot to do with water. Is water relevant for 5D Earth? As in, it's really important? Is the knowledge stored in water?
It's not in the water.
Is water necessary to release it?
No.
But so over time, these skulls will reveal the information to me more and more.
Yes.
Okay.
And they respond to you.
And one more thing about dreams and the number 30,000. What does that mean?
It has meaning, but the information is not available. I don't want to tell her right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. She says she's feeling vision issues, like her eyes feel foggy.
She's seeing the wave, the mist, the light,
So
the energy
yeah.
sweeping.
So she's not actually having issues with her vision. If anything, her vision is increasing to other depths of dimension.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty
It's
amazing.
the energy that's hitting her eyes receiving the energy.
And what about the fatigue and her energy levels?
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal from taking in all the energy her body needs to adapt and rest.
Okay.
To calibrate to the energy that its body's taking on.
What about body aches and the bruising on the glutes? Does that have to do with that energy as well?
Yes, all of it.
Okay.
All of that.
And are we purging right now?
It's not purging. It's taking in the light.
Okay. And then the body calibrates to be able to handle it, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Can we do anything to help the body along? Is it a diet? Is it more water? Is it more vegetables? No meat?
No. Just listen to your body, what it feels good.
How is her health otherwise? Can we do a body scan?
Yes. Her heart.
Her heart? What's happening with her heart?
Her heart, it's taking on a lot of energy. It's heavy. It needs to learn to release and let go the extra energy.
How do we do that? How do we let go of energy like that?
It needs to distribute
the energy. Okay.
externally. It needs to be distributed externally.
So would meditation help that if she wanted to, or we just set the intention, or we just trust that our heart knows what it's doing?
Needs to set intention.
Okay. Set the intention to release the energy. Okay. And anything else in regards to her body scan or her health or anything like that?
No.
No. And with regards to her business, is she taking the right approach?
Yes.
Yes. And she kind of feels like some of it is not mattering anymore as much as it used to. Did she fulfill some sort of mission, or is it just on pause?
People first. She needs to put her people first.
Oh, put the people first. Okay.
And that is right. And she needs to give her heart energy to her people.
I see. Instead of to the business. Okay.
When she sets her attention to release the energy from her heart.
Can we do that now?
Yes.
Is there anything I need to do, or are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Thank you so much. Her heart, does it look better?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Is there any reptilian consciousness or any consciousness that does not belong there? Is anything attached to her?
No, they are lurking.
They are lurking. Okay. And how do we?
That's why they're still in the boxes.
Oh, I see. Okay. So do we need to do anything else? Take any further steps or precautions?
Focus on the light. Don't let them talk to you and anything that doesn't sound like light language. Don't let them talk to you.
So will I know in my heart if it feels like light language or if it's not?
If it makes you angry, if it makes you angry, then it's not your light language.
Do you have any messages for us that we didn't cover?
No,
Is there anything else I could have asked that I didn't?
just know that everything is going to be opposite of what you are used to. You look at your sessions, you have to do what's opposite of what you used to in person. Everybody working opposite. Everything is opposite. You look at your solution in the opposite and
Do you
you
mean like
find
from the
solution
other's perspective or?
opposite of what you used to do. You would have, it's the solution. It's in the opposite.
Can you give me an example?
Stores, grocery stores not taking bags, reusable bags. Now it's the opposite. They want not reusable bags. People working from home instead of driving. It's the opposite.
Mm,
To
okay.
find solutions of what you are looking for. Look at what opposite of what used to be. It
Awesome.
will find your solution.
So in a way, think outside the box.
Yes,
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
not just outside the box, maybe under the box.
Okay, that makes sense. After this, a lot of us are going to be working from home, aren't we? There'll be a totally different way of working.
It's something that is already in place,
Mm-hmm.
but has not been revealed.
As far as financial abundance, I know that there's a lot of fear from a lot of people, I imagine, as well as, us, how we're going to manage everything. Will that reveal itself, or is it something that we need to put in place? Or
It will reveal itself based on the outcome that you desire.
thank you so much. Anything else I could have asked that I did not?
No,
Are we complete for today?
yes.
Thank you so much. This was a very special session, and I thank you for coming forth and giving all the answers that she was seeking today. It is with love and gratitude that I now ask for the higher self once again. We're thankful for all that it did for us today. I ask now that all the energies we spoke to today return back to where they belong,